I'm Matt.
I'm Bob, and we failed
A lot.
but that doesn't really matter because we're here to try again.
Alright, everybody. Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
So we never talked about making a choice except for adventure.
No, I mean, that was all the talking there was, I think.
All right. You like your? What? Come on, dude, really?
Take your time.
It's
Take
like-
your time.
It's like
Like,
no,
just
but this
look
is.
at it first.
I did, and I was like, really, it's like a drawn out joke. It's like, you know, like I get it, The Rock, but
I don't.
you know what I mean?
You barely read two words.
Well, I was skimming it before I read it, and I saw this, and then I saw this, and I was like, oh, okay, dude.
Listen. Just get
Yeah.
it. Come on.
All right. You like your Dwayne, The Rock Johnson movies. How about your adventure, some adventure? Ah, see, I should have went with the romance one. Cause who knows? Maybe the girl, this girl.
What girl? What?
The ghost lady. I forgot her name.
Spirit?
Yeah.
No.
Now we're talking. It's not my favorite, but I respect your choice and I would not politely.
You don't have to say.
No, wait. What's she say?
You don't have to say that, Rafe. Just nod politely.
Okay, ready? Here goes. I really like to go fishing.
Solid hobby. Great foundation for a story, for sure.
You do like someone.
You pause. Everyone is waiting with bated breath. No pun intended. As Bob takes a bite of a sandwich.
Oh, no.
Oh wait, that's it? Not much of a story. Barely even a thought. My pun was better than that story. You sure that's all you have to say?
Yeah, that's all. Cause she doesn't.
That's all.
That's all we got.
That's all. Really, that's all. God forbid you give the narrator a break and do some of the storytelling for once in your stinking life. Everyone's a little disappointed, but hey, we can't all be Hans Christian Andersen.
No, I'm kidding.
So what type of story do you want to tell?
Let's do it personal.
Personal.
Yeah, I get a little personal now. If that's okay.
Those types of tales are the best and often the most sad.
It's a bit of a love story.
Is it about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same widely ruled dream?
Take your pants off and then I'll answer it.
Or about a deranged killer who makes the only woman who ever believed him? Wait, huh? I gotta read that over. Hang on.
Are you okay?
I gotta read that over. Just tripping over words. Or about a deranged killer who makes the only woman who ever believed in him witness a display of shocking violence.
Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. I like his face.
Spaced out. You see her? I hate you.
You got like twins.
I hate you so much right now.
They're so alike, dude, in so many ways. Except she's way cooler and better. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting. She'd be dragged there by some friends.
Oh.
He left.
He's
Good.
like, oh, fucking, I gotta listen to this shit.
They couldn't have been more different. And yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months.
But soon to know if
What?
bit soon to know if you can trust someone. Yeah, trust someone you don't.
What the fuck is going on?
We're gonna cut all that out for you.
No, it's fine, it's
Just
fine.
read it front to back right now.
Bit too soon.
Okay.
Bit too soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet.
Exactly. I learned about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with someone. Oh, I thought she was talking for a sec. Love could spark from a look across a campfire. I high-five myself.
You got through that one. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. It's quite alarming, actually. Except for Trickster, who has headphones in and is loudly playing his own music to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining.
See, like, this is the thing. I'm interested in both of these stories. If you don't, you guys can't see me pointing, but yeah, them two. I'll let you pick since you voiced both of them. How about that?
Well, pick one. It says also trying to decide who would be the most entertaining. So you picked your choice there. I don't think there's one that could have an impact.
No. I'll let you pick. Again, you voiced both of them.
I'm tired of doing the Russian accent. I also don't want to do this voice.
Good luck.
I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to. But anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in this group. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who's dead now and can't do anything about it. It's called... The Bride... technically, I suppose, the Fiancee. One winter...
I had that. That doesn't help clear my throat. Dr. Pepper.
Can't go wrong
Dr.
with
Pepper,
with
sponsor us. It's not gonna happen.
I wish, dude.
Yeah.
I love Dr. Pepper.
One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby chic farmhouse. Together they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose Lilikoi, by the way, so fancy.
Editor put a picture of whatever that cake is, if that's even a cake.
When it came time to figure out the directions, however, the bride, the fiancé, I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style.
It's not easy.
I know, dude.
After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toe sandals for pretty much their entire relationship,
Ew.
so he was definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancée decided that she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day, she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding so that they'd be at the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods she surveyed, the fiancé, since they had not yet been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so that she could choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of her big day finally came, the fiancé told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her lovely white gown and set off into the woods to gather her flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came to a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it had ever been before, and just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful, she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just further ahead, and possibly even more beautiful blossoms.
Stop looking at me.
Are you good?
It's making it so much harder to focus.
Dude, you've been going on for like a whole 2
You're
minutes.
staring at me like...
I'm like, holy shit, how's he still? In my head, I'm like, is he good? He's not even
Story
breathing.
time.
You're not even breathing.
Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the bride, fiancé, crept further and farther into the woods.
You know, sometimes.
He's crip walking too.
But not one of those times.
Oh. Breathe.
I'm on a roll.
Because I hear it. That's why I'm
No,
I'm
it's
looking
fine.
at you, and I
It's
hear
going-
your voice
it's
leaving.
fine. It's fine. It's getting worse if I have to do my normal voice in Miss Reno.
We got this. It's not my fault that he was crip walking.
No,
Was it?
shut up.
Farther and farther into the woods, until she turned a corner, stepped over a most mossy fallen tree and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least, not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked and walked and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there were no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them.
Distracted by a never-ending search of perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are. Out there, alone. I thought it was beautiful. It's what?
Just like someone we know.
Oh.
How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels. But I think every good story deserves a follow-up.
When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of episodic style of storytelling.
I don't really like TV shows. I don't like her no more.
I mean, she's talking about what we're doing too.
Yeah, but we're different.
Yeah, but it's...
'Cause we
it's
don't know what we're
episodic.
doing.
Yeah, but it's also episodic. It's not one full movie.
But it could be.
No. YouTube would not allow that.
Unless we stream it.
We'll have that one video and people won't watch it because it's so
Watch
long.
2 minutes.
Who the hell are these guys?
Oh,
Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator.
You slowly turn her into the trampoline. Tell me, Talk. If you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be?
Don't answer that. We don't actually care.
you suck. Alright? See, she went from like
You
cool-
did this.
How?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I didn't do anything. That was all
did this.
him.
No, you
Dude,
did this.
He has his own
You
mind.
were like, I'm also gonna be rude to them at every chance I get.
We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening.
God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment.
Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever.
Oh, I get it.
Whenever we're not on screen.
Okay. You have fun tonight and try not to wink end up dead.
Why'd you just say that word? Or why did you say the words wink wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing?
Dwight is physically incapable of winking. Not since the accident. And
The accident. His knees gave out.
And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kills counts, right?
Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed.
That's sad.
Yeah. I like her story.
Everything shook for a
That was
second.
me.
Oh, I thought it was my
That
vision.
was my foot. Yeah.
Did I hear somebody trash talking spirit? Deal me in.
Focus. I wonder if they. I mean, they could probably be heard in the mic too, honestly.
What do you say that we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes?
Don't do that.
Please, enough talk of burns. Things that are lit are getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a little fire. Must I be surrounded by
Fuck.
Figurative.
Yeah.
figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far as from this place as we could? Just you and me.
On those spindly legs, you're probably tired before you get too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded, darkers after, you should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Note that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and it's completely logical.
This is making me sweaty.
Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants you to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions while your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shadows drinking slowly stars while flipping through a public domain umbrella. Breathing out recycled paper because the shoes and players are giving food.
Huh? I'm sorry, I just like gotta ignore her.
It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or is it just me?
Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you. For the moment.
If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe. We could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special project we might have going.
You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, ugh, that guy.
Yeah, I like this actor or voice person thing.
That's me. But we'll pick next time because we are. Well, we're in with someone now too. We're
Yeah.
gonna have to pick.
Yeah,
But
I know exactly who to pick too.
we shall choose next time.
Bye.
Bye everybody. Bye.
Wait.
Have a beautiful day.
Wait.
Have a beautiful day.
Thank you.